A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel, and in this particular channeling session I'm going to be talking about actually three people. I can sense it's a very interesting and hilarious channeling, but it's also like nice because it shows that when people ascend, they truly ascend, and everything about life is then, I have to say this, the word is in union. Everything is in balance. Like everything is fine. There's nothing really that's a problem. But to reach that stage, one has to really go through so many rigmaroles in life, to be able to reach that Zen-like place. So today I am channeling someone who has this Zen-like energy. So first let me just take out the personality cards. I want to know who this person is like and all about. I hope you guys had a great Diwali. New York will be considered or declared. In New York, it will be declared a holiday, a public holiday on Diwali. That's really cool, right? And as I guessed a little bit about this person's nature, I think that this person is experiencing union, this person that I'm channeling. Why? See, because this person is loyal like a dog or a bitch. Now, this is the most loyal animal. In the spiritual world also and everywhere else, dogs are very psychic by nature and they're extremely loyal. I don't need to say more about it because they're called man's best friend for a reason. So this person is faithful, trustworthy, affectionate, caring and compassionate. Wow. Now, there are some other qualities that you are an angelic person. This person is angelic by nature. I'm also being shown a butterfly. Butterfly also, see what cards. Like so much they match, with the channelings. Butterflies actually represent those people and energies who have done like a full circle of work from being a larva to a caterpillar to a butterfly. So once again, up for grabs. This person is up for grabs. Someone who wants to win. They're always out to explore new things and discover new experiences. Famous people get drawn to this person. Someone who's nice to others and mildly negative and doubtful. Sometimes this person is doubtful and mildly negative. It could be possible that this person, though they are experiencing union energies, but they must be trying to figure out how to maintain always staying self-motivated. Because usually what happens is when you're an ascension or a twin flame, a star seed light worker, basically you are a type of person who is either going to get convinced by yourself or someone who is also a self-motivating individual. It's very hard to find such people, Normally, people keep demotivating others around and they themselves also get very demotivated. What are these birds trying to say? So, this person is a self-motivated individual. However, even self-motivated individuals learn from their own doubts and negativity. Every time they get doubtful or they feel like, oh, I can't do this is not nice, I'm feeling betrayed, nobody loves me, these type of feelings when they get, that's the time they can actually work more on themselves. So this should be seen because all the other cards are fantastic cards, literally. Other than one more thing, that they are available for anyone. Now this can be seen sometimes as negative or it can be seen sometimes as positive. Negative, why? Because see, all types of people would want to get a piece of this person, would want to be with this person, meet this person, hang out with this person. So they should not be. But their nature is such, they're like a butterfly. They're very open. They're not scared of people in general. They may be scared of themselves. Like they might have some self-doubts or criticism. But with others, they live in a very chilled out place, And when I say, as I said, the self-doubts, all of that is for them to work. There are these amazing people on this planet. Even if they're going through something, they'll never give it to other people. They'll limit it to themselves, their pain, their suffering. These are the people who eventually experience union because they have actually started giving to the world only the good stuff and keeping anything else to themselves. So now that's really amazing quality to have. I'm quite impressed by this person, and I'm quite excited to do this channeling for whosoever it is, whosoever resonates with it. Okay, I do sense a woman here in this channeling. I see one woman and I see multiple people who love her. I do see a little bit of comedy, a little bit of sense of humor, because she seems to be this really kick-ass, divine goddess kind of a woman who has gone through the stages of the twin flame ascension journey, and it's not easy to be there. Still, there is a lot of work left. But I'm being told that, there are millions of people who fall in love, but everyone is not a lover. Everyone can't be called a lover, because to be a lover, you have to be really honest, bold, and very fearless. To be in love with another person, like to be in relationship also, or to be in some kind of companionship also, you need to have an individual, very strong personality of your own. Otherwise, you'll just become someone else's shadow or just someone's servant, and you're not here to serve other people, you're here to serve source. So this person that I'm seeing, it could be a man also, undoubtedly. If a man is going through this, why not? But I do sense a beautiful woman, very attractive woman, who's very fiery and feisty, who is, she's very inner work oriented. She's very much very killer attitude, badass, very godly, very spiritual at the same time. Now, she feels very strongly that there are millions of people who fall in love or claim to fall in love, but everyone is not a lover, because this is not something everyone can truly achieve. People say, I love this person, I love that person, I believe in love, blah, blah, blah. But how many people genuinely actually experience love? Very few. Because if they do, or if they did, then, world is like I don't even know, world is an expedition for them, an experiment, an expedition. It's a really cool person's life to be in. That's how I'm sensing this energy. Now I see very strongly two men who are they like this woman, and she likes them both too. There's a sense of love, but this is not romantic, and she doesn't see anything romantic. She just likes them because maybe they help in the mission, or maybe they help in the inner work. Maybe they're also like that. They're also the same type of men, spiritual and very inner work oriented, very ascension oriented. So they do have that thing about them, and they're very sensitive, very humane. There is everything is great about these guys. If they fall for a woman, or if they like a woman, they'll really take care of her. But these two guys like one girl, one woman, and who is not seeing both of them in a romantic way. But these two guys are actually seeing each other as a problem, because they are now both thinking that, okay, so she talks to him a lot, or she spends time with him a lot. What's so special about him? What's so nice about him? Why would she talk to him? So then they both start researching about each other. They are jealous. They're sort of stalking each other. They want to know, who is this person? Why does she like this guy more? Or I don't know if she likes him more or not. I don't even know if she likes him the way I am thinking she likes him or not. Now this can happen with a man also, but I honestly feel this channeling is being sent for women, because we do see this happening in the masculine domain also, where there's one man and there are two women crazy for him. But here, this is not coming from only body looks. This is coming from spiritual aspect, spiritually there is this amazing woman, very pure energy, and there are these another two pure individuals, and they're all obviously in touch with each other, or talking to each other, or hanging out with each other, or spending time with each other, because they obviously have a collective goal, or they're a part of the big collective goal. So my dear friends, why I'm finding it funny is because I don't know why, I do sense that type of a funny jealousy. I do sense that type of a mischievous kind of a jealousy, where you're really jealous of someone, but you can't do much about it, and you don't want to also, because you're like, okay, whatever, man, I don't want to feel bad. And yet there is a tinge of, suspicion, like, what are they doing? Are they enjoying? Are they very happy? They must be very happy together. So like, if two of them are together, say if this woman is spending time with this one man, another one knows about it, so he's constantly thinking, what are they two doing? Are they like enjoying? Are they? But imagine, there is no lust anywhere. I don't sense lust energy. I'm so sure about it. So now one of this person is saying to the other, now they're probably having a talk to each other where they're kind of confronting each other, like in front of each other. Maybe they meet for dinner or lunch or some event, they are together. So they are both testing each other out, like, let's see how much he knows about love and how much he knows about taking care of a woman and blah blah blah. What can he do really? So one guy says, that all this romance and all, this is just a game, okay? I don't believe in this romance and stuff like that. And he's talking, when he says love, he's not talking about love, like the true love thing. He's saying all this thing that people do around, this is just a game. And nobody really wins or loses in this game, because this game is like that. There is some kind of a threatening attitude also, like, let's see who wins. The one person is telling the other, let's see who wins, whether you win or whether I win. And they're not straight away taking the name of the girl, or they're not straight away saying, but they're putting a point that I know what love is. You might not know it, or someone else might not know it. I know what love is. I know this game very well. So let's see who wins, who's better. And someone has to lose. Someone has to, walk home alone. And there is no such scenario also where she's literally choosing this guy or that guy. So that's why their own assumption and their own fondness and liking for this person, this woman, with very nice energy, I sense, is very interesting, how they're fighting over it. Now, as this kind of progresses, I feel that their competition and their, like that quest will become stronger. And they could also be telling each other, or they're already doing it in, I'm sure, in some parallel dimension, it's already happening somewhere to someone. So, sometimes they do come face to face, and they also directly tell each other, whosoever will come between me and her, that person will not make it, that person is not going to be the winner. I'll make sure, by hook or by crook, I'll find out about something about this person. There has to be something about this person. Nobody is perfect. Everybody has flaws. So anybody who comes between me and her, I'm going to remove that competition. So the other one is like, yeah, whatever, man. I don't care about your nonsense talks or whatever. You look like the negative character in the story. You look like the villain in the story. I am the hero in the story, and she seems to be my heroine. I don't know where these outsiders come and they try to act so cool. You must be the villain, But in the story, even that type of a character is required. Otherwise, how will the story be interesting? So thank you for making the story so interesting. Because eventually, it's in any story, it's always the main lead, the main character who wins. So the other one tells him that, hey, you side character, don't consider yourself to be the main character of the story, because you're not. You're literally assuming, and when people assume, they make an ass out of you and me. So you are just making a fool out of yourself and trying to fool me. You are not really anywhere in the race also. It's like, yeah, right, if I'm not in the race, then why are you talking to me? If I'm not in the race, or if I'm not a threat to you, if I'm not posing any trouble or anything, so I will get the lady love, and you will just stand and watch. You'll probably give us a bouquet at the end. You'll probably give us a gift because we are together. We will be together. Even now, it is very much evident that she is more comfortable with me. She likes to talk to me. She likes to share all her problems with me, and I'm going to make sure, and I always make sure, where are you? I'm the one who's always there for her. So he says, you know what, I'm the one who motivates her. You do all the materialistic stuff, but I'm the one who actually has a closer place in her heart, because I'm the one who motivates her. I'm the one who makes her happy, and she shares everything with me. She is very close to me. So this one says, listen, many guys before you came and they went. You can stand in the queue, because I've seen many people like you losing. So he's like, yeah, right, why not? People like you also go to the mental asylum because they cannot tolerate that the woman they wanted is nowhere to be seen and she's chosen someone else. They cannot take this shock. They cannot literally take this shock. They lose their mind. I do see you being in that position, losing your mind. So this guy's like, okay, fine. Let's see. Let time decide. Let time decide who she chooses. You do your best. I'll do my best. And what I really like about this channeling is that there's so much respect for the woman. All of this competition is happening and she doesn't even know. Or maybe if she knows, she does not really care about it because she sees it as like a harmless banter or a harmless chatter. I'm not sure if this person can sense the jealousy or whatever it is. Maybe she's too happy in her own world. Maybe she's just enjoying living her life, enjoying the union energies. She doesn't know. These two dudes are fighting for her, and fighting so hard for her. Now, after a while, when both of them are not giving up, like both of them are strong. So this guy, one of them thinks that, why don't I try to persuade him away from this whole path of love and all, why don't I just scare him and tell him all the horror stories of all the lovers who lost in love and all the men who did not find the woman they wanted and someone else, right under their nose, someone else took the woman away. Let me just tell him all these painful stories. It seems to me that more than the girl, these two have ended up spending time with each other, and I'll tell you why this is so funny. They are literally watching on one another, but they end up spending a lot of time with each other. It could be possible that they could be in a mission together, has to be one of those things. And the girl itself is like, why don't you two take this responsibility together? I trust you both so much. I know you guys are going to do a great job at it. You're going to be the best at it. So why don't you two do it? And somehow they feel that, okay, this can be a good opportunity to impress this person. It could be in the office also. It could be somewhere else, Yeah, maybe I can impress this girl, and I can be the better one. And she'll obviously notice that I did the better work or the better job than this other bloke. So he's like, what, dude? One of them tells him that, what, dude? All the people who fall in love, eventually they have a very bad end. Look at Romeo. Where did Romeo go? Oh my God, yeah, you're right, Romeo. And there's so many horror stories like that. And in general also, even we have heard these stories. Heer Ranja, Soni Mahiwal. In the Western world, it's Romeo Juliet. Some of these very sadistic stories, which is good. I think these stories should also be there so that some of the people can learn from these stories also. So now let's just ask if there's some other advice, in this channeling. It could be possible that a lot of you have two options in hand and you don't know what to do with it. You think that both the people are right. As I said, it could happen to the man or to the woman, to anyone. So what's the advice? Let's see. This is so funny because I'm being shown, because I'm channeling for this person, this girl, I'm being told that this person is literally running in the opposite direction of these two lovers. कोसों दूर भाग रहे हैं, बहुत अलग अलग रह रहे हैं. So the girl in the story, who's actually the heroine or the main lead of the story, she's genuinely not interested in these two people in romantic way or in a relationship way. And it also gives me that it wasn't your call, which means in this particular channeling that it's not really like she's not really into these two people in a way that these people think that she could be. Move on from the past. Okay, so it could be possible that the person I'm channeling for had a past, had some sad story going. So now there is this movement. She's no longer into these things. Maybe she wants to be all by herself. Maybe because of this independence, this beautiful, raw, pure energy, so many men have started fighting for her, They've started wanting her so badly because she is so amazing. But she's having a great time. She's really enjoying her life. Birds of a feather flock together. चोर चोर मुसहरे भाई, एक ही थाली के चट्टे बट्टे, एक जैसे लोग एक साथ रहते हैं. Okay, I never expected this channeling to be really this way, but to me there are two possibilities. One is all three of them are almost the same, but because this channeling is so much focused on these two guys who are fighting for this girl, I mean, they have something good in them also. They have like really strong, very funny, very likable personalities, these two guys have. But I think they like to be in this type of a tussle with each other. They are the ones who are the birds of a feather who want to flock together. Like no matter what you do or what you say, no matter how much they are going to do this quarrel with each other, with one another, but chor chor mosere bhai means two thieves are cousins in a way. Like that's how I can translate it, because some of the Hindi idioms are really funny. Ek hi thali ke chatte batte. It means they are both the same. These two guys are the same. They're enjoying this also. More than the girl, they will miss each other, if all this stops. So don't know if this will ever stop or not. Because if they really genuinely like the girl, then the liking cannot die that soon. So whatever it is, God bless them both, and God bless the person because of whom we are able to channel these two guys. So what a fun reading. Thank you so much for being here with me for your personal situations. You can check out the description box and write to me if you book a session with me. And please don't share anything about your twin flame journey in advance with me, because I use intuitive tools and spiritual modalities to answer your questions. I will see you soon in another one. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.